enough about that. Let's get moving real quick. So what we're doing today, all right, is we are going to be working on reducing what's called knee kiss. So when you stand up and you take a step and your knees fall together like this, that's what we're working on, okay? So let's see if you can see me here. So we're this way. So when you take a step and this happens, and then this happens, or you go to try to get up and your knees collapse in like this is called knee kissing. The technical name is geniovalgum, all right? But we call it knee kissing, right? Because these things just lock in, all right? So that's what we're going to be working on today. So the muscles that produce knee kissing are your TFL, your adductor, your lateral calf, and your plantar flexors in here, okay? So what we're going to be doing is today, I'm going to show you how to release those and stretch those. Tomorrow, we're going to go over the activation and how to use exercise to counteract that, all right? So this week is hip stuff, okay? So we're working on hip conditions. So we got knee kiss, and then we're going to go into peg leg or circumduction gait in a little bit, okay, or at the end of the week. Okay, so number one of the major muscles that we need to work on to get rid of knee kiss is the TFL. Now here are my front pant pockets. That muscle is right underneath those front pant pockets, okay? So I'm doing this on a bed to show you can do this on a therapy table or a bed. Get a piece of wood, get a piece of something firm, and then put your exercise mat on top. But I want to show you this, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to bend your knees, okay? Head's going to be down. You're just going to take your fist, and you're going to get right into that TFL. So you're going to get right in this area. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? And you're going to rock that out. So you're going to do about 30 to 40 seconds of that. Now this TFL muscle, what it does is it lifts the leg, but it also internally rotates. So when that gets really tight, it literally like pushes that femur to the inside. And then the adductors, which we're going to release here in a sec, pull your femur to the inside or your thigh bone, and that produces knee kissing, okay? Not good, okay? Knee kissing, good for a Friday night, not good for all week. All right. Did I say that? All right, so we got about 10 to 30 seconds in there. So you can use a fist, you can use a ball, whatever it might be. It's pretty hard to foam roll or rolling pin this, all right? And then we're going to switch, okay? So just switch to the other side. I'm going to have to do this kind of laying this way. So we're going right here. So we're getting right up in that TFL. Sorry my face is out of the camera. There's only so much camera to go around. I will be getting a microphone back this week too. I got a new one, but I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. So we're using Trevor volume today. So we're feeling that TFL. Oh, that's nice right there, left side. So you get about 3, 2, and 1. All right, so gently come off of your bed. Now you can do this seated in your bed, but it might be better to go to a chair or a stool, okay? So the next exercise that we're doing is we're releasing adductors. So we're going to go through and release first, and then we'll stretch. So we've done this before. Again, it's adductor city. So we get right up. Here's the inguinal crease. We're going just down that side. So we're going to lean forward and release these adductors. Now here's the thing. This one video will not take care of your knee kissing. Will not. Okay? This release of these adductors, the TFL and all that is going to take many days of practice consistently and weeks of consistent practice as well, because it's a movement pattern. So you can use those fingers to get it started. Then you can get your fist in there. You can also use a rolling pin if you want. So these kind of patterns have been in your body for a while. And I mean, even a month is a while in my world, okay? In movement pattern world. So if you're doing something for a month, your body starts to majorly compensate. Okay, let's switch. So get up in here. So when we do these massages and these releases for 30 to 45 seconds, you need to be doing these 2 or 3 times a day. And you need to be doing these 7 days a week. This is not a, well, I don't feel that much better, I did your video. Well, yeah, you did it once. Okay? You've got to do it 101, right? So it's going to take multiple weeks, multiple days, and multiple sessions to get this going. And no, pressing harder and grinding the heck out of your leg does not make it go faster at all. So it's got to be gentle and it's got to be consistent in order for you to get the spasticity out of your body. So we're working those adductors. Okay? All right. So we did both of those. So now we're going to stretch those real quick. Okay? So let's just stretch the adductors because we're here. I probably should have stretched the TFL in there, but that's fine. All right. So knees are open. You're going to lean forward. And all you're going to do is you're going to push out. Okay? Now, since we released the TFL as well, this is going to make this stretch more effective because the TFL is not trying to rotate your legs to the inside. So we're just pushing those legs to the side, stretching that groin. So come up, and we go again. So those toes turn slightly out. You're being a frog. And come up. And last one, be a frog, ribbit. Good, and relax. Now, let me show you something real quick. For TFL, okay, let me move this up a little bit. So for TFL, you can do a couple things. There is a really good stretch standing up that we can do. But to stretch that TFL, what you can do is you can come back. So you can actually let that leg drop behind you while you're on your bed and then just let it fall. Just by doing that, just the weight of your leg like this, it's going to stretch that muscle, okay? If you need to get a strap and hold it for a little bit because it's too much, that's fine. Make sure that you keep your pelvis tilted and your abs in so you don't arch your back. But you basically just let your leg fall, and so it's behind you, and down. So just by holding that, so abs in, pelvic tilt, and letting that leg hold on. Man, I choked on something. You're going to get this hip feeling good. So you're going to stretch that TFL, right? And then all you do is you just switch sides, okay? So then you go to the other side, abs in, pelvic tilt, let that leg come back, and then let it just drop down behind you, okay? And you're going to feel that stretch right through here. Okay, so we're going to hold that for about 15 to 30 seconds, okay? And when you're done with that stretch, you're going to go ahead and you're going to pull it in. So, we'll hold it for just a little bit more. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you can kind of pull your leg back up. Okay? All right. Let me move this table. Okay, now 2 more. So we got 2 more stretches that we got to do here, okay? Let me move this camera down. I don't know why I set it up that high. I'm sorry. Okay? It's Monday morning, that's why. All right, so then the 2 exercises we're going to do on the lower leg is the lateral calf and the soleus. So when your TFL and adductor are tight and this lateral calf, it actually pushes your knee to the inside like this. Okay, so all these muscles freak out and pull this to the inside. This muscle gets tight, this muscle gets tight, this muscle gets tight. So we need to release and stretch, release and stretch, release and stretch. Okay? So what we're going to do is you're going to find that head of that fibula, which is that bone right here. You're going to go down and a little bit back this direction. So you're going to rub right through here, okay? Right through that area, right there. So we're going to release that. So once we get these 3 releases happening and these 3 stretches, it helps a ton with this knee kissing jam, okay? So it's right up in this lateral gastroc. If you find other places down here, that's fine to go, but that lateral gastroc is only about right there. So that lateral calf, you get about 30 seconds rocking. Okay? That's nice. Right there. Ah. Okay? All right, and then switch. So again, head of the fibula, down a little bit, right through there. Good, good, good. And again, you could use a ball, or you could use a roller. Okay? So either way, whatever's good for you. You can use a roller on this as well. Then a roller, sometimes you got to go behind the leg and kind of just guide that thing down. Like that feels amazing right now. Monday party. Good. So down like this. Good. And relax. All right. Now, what you want to do to stretch the calf is, if you can, I want you to try to get up and get on a step. Okay? That's why I had my camera high. Okay. So, what you want to do, and I'm only going to show you this from lower leg down so you can actually see it, is you're going to find a step that's about a 1 to 2 inch step. Okay? Put your hand on the wall like this, and then you're going to put your foot up on that step. Now you want the balls of your feet on the step, and you also want to slightly turn your toe to the inside, like we're talking that much. So if this is 12 o'clock, either think about 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock, okay? So you're going to slightly turn that toe to the inside, abs are in, lock that glute, and I just want you to just kind of scoot your foot forward. Now with that toe turned in, you just lean forward, and you will feel a stretch down here. So for those of you who can get up on your feet, try to find even a 1 inch book or a 1 inch binder will help you if your ankles are kind of just, or if your calves are tight and your ankles are tight, okay? So you want to get that calf hanging out. Now you also want to make sure you're not hyperextending this leg. So you've got to make sure you pelvic toe and squeeze your butt so you're not doing that. So you want to have a soft bend in that knee. All right? So you hold that for about 20, 30 seconds, and then you step off. Let me show you this way, okay? So that foot goes up on there, okay? Watch my foot. I turn that toe slightly to the inside. My hand is on the wall, and I just step forward, okay? So you got to make sure that knee doesn't hyperextend. Make sure you're pelvic tilting the whole time, and then hold those abs in, okay? So I'm feeling that with my toe turned in. I'm feeling that in that lateral gastron. So we always want to think about inhibiting the spastic muscle and then stretching that spastic muscle. So that's why we do both. Okay, so we got about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay. So that's how we do this. That's how we start off today, you guys. So what we're working on is releasing this TFL and then stretching it. This adductor and then stretching it. This lateral calf and then stretching it. So we take this tight, tight, tight thing like this and we release it coming out like that. Now that's not enough. That's only half the equation. Tomorrow we're going to be going over the exercises that we need to strengthen that. So we're going to talk about external hip rotation and hip abduction. We're going to talk about actually using the adductor and teaching it how to work right, and then work on what's called fibular external rotation. Okay, so a tib fib. This is called your tibiofibular joint. So this tib fib external rotation coming out like that. So that's what we're going over tomorrow. That's how we're going to roll through this MS movement dysfunction series so that you guys can get the right amount of motion. Okay? So if you like this video, go ahead and hit like. If you want to comment away. Thank you guys for letting me give that announcement at the beginning. I really hope you go. At least check out the membership tour. See what's in there, because you know, there's a lot of great stuff coming out of my brain into these videos because I'm so passionate and fired up for you guys. And I want to give you my best every single day. And the only way to keep that best in front of you is to have a resource that keeps it in front of you. And unfortunately, just with the way social media is made up, things get buried in the feed and you'll never find it again. And you have to go way back and then blah, 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 blah. And so I really, 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 really am super excited about the catalog of Facebook Live circuits that I've created. Like, it's a game changer. You guys will love it. And it's going to change the way that you move and the ease at which you can build your MS movement practice and take your daily movement meds. All right? So I will talk to you guys later. I love you. I'll see you soon.